What is going on? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And give me 1 second. Thirsty. It was a ton of work, and I need a break there, guys, because this ATOS was amazing. All right, guys, so let's jump right on into it. It's 4 p.m. Let me go ahead and put on here the show extended hours so you guys can see the chart while we do this recap. So today, ATOS was one crazy stock, and it reminded me a lot of AKTX yesterday because it had a very similar move, It had this, you can see it here, yep, it had this bear flag formation that was nothing more than a short trap, and then that big move. This is ATOS today. AKTX yesterday had the exact same move. And look at this move, guys. All the way up to $7.36. I did catch a real good portion of this move, and I do have it recorded. But hold on 1 second here. So let me get these orders here for you. We had my initial buy, 500 shares at $5.75. I added more at $5.94 after we broke $6 and pulled back real quick. I added another 200 shares, so I had a total of 700 shares. And then I sold too much to start. I sold 500 shares at $6.16 for a nice win there. Then I sold another 100 at 616. Then another 100 at 653. And then another 100 at 695 for basically a buck a share there on that last 100 shares. I really should have sold about 250 shares here, and then, or 300 shares even, and then scaled out of those last 300 shares or so, 400 shares into this push. I did it the other way around. Better safe than sorry still. I'm super stoked with this trade. In at 575, 594, out 616, 653, and 695. Sure, I left a bunch of money on the table, but green is green, guys, and that is a monster trade. Here it is in after hours, still holding that $7. I would not be surprised to see this break 750 and move a little bit more in after hours. Just like I would not be surprised to see this like at $8 tomorrow morning at some point in pre-market. But I do have these live trades here for you, so let's bring them out. Let's see here. So here's my 500 shares that I was in, and this I just stopped recording it because I knew it was going to be a really long trade. You'll see the next clip, but you see I'm in 500 shares there, cost average of 582, and we'll exit that one. And where did it go? Okay, so hold on. Trying to get this screen. Here we go. So as you can see, I had already sold on this push my 500 shares. So I had 200 left at a cost basis of 597 at that point, because I did add those at what did I say? I added those at 594. Oh, where did it go? Here we go. Okay, so we're in 597, 200 shares, and this is a 20-minute clip. Obviously, we are not going to watch all of that because that would be ridiculous. Let's start fast forwarding this a bit, and you can see here how I start to get my montage ready to get out of another 100 shares in that 650 area. We have the push here, and there we go, right there on that push. You can see I got filled. I had it out on the, let's see here. Okay, so yeah, there we go. I put out an order to sell at 650, 100 shares right now. It should trigger here any second. No, not yet. Should trigger here any second. Come on. Sell. Come on, it should go now. There we go. No? Damn, I waited too long to put that order out. What was I thinking? Okay, there we go. It's sold as it starts to squeeze back up. So I'm down to 100 shares, my last 100 shares, and we're going to fast forward this some. Then we had that nasty pull-in. Look at that pull-in right there. We're talking about, we went from, this is a 5-minute chart, this is a 3-minute chart. We're talking about we went from like 665 down to $6 in a flash. I mean, that was so quick. It was ridiculous. Thankfully, I didn't have a hard stop out because I was thinking of putting out, as a matter of fact, here it is. I was preparing a stop order at 606. Had I done that, had I actually put it out there, I would have been filled there. And me suspects that these were market makers trying to get some stops. You know, it's a conspiracy us day traders talk about, but I suspect that that's what that was, because that thing flashed and immediately picked up. It hit a bunch of stops on the way down and immediately picked up. And you'll see it here. Watch. So there you go. It starts to pick up. No, and I got to show you the 3-minute candle on this. Let me move this over real quick. Look at that 3-minute candle right there. Look at that. All the way down to $6, 601, something like that. And then right back up. I'm telling you. Market makers. Market makers. So I loved that action there because I saw the stock was still strong. And I stayed confident in it. And then right here, I get ready to put out an order, or maybe it's already out at $6.95, my last 100 shares. Right in front of $7. $7 was my target for my final piece. And I put it out there and I just let it sit. I let it sit out there and I said to myself, it's going to fill because this is going to go to $7. See, we're at $6.90 already. I know my order's already out there at $6.95 for that last 100 shares. And we got 40 seconds left here, so it should hit here any second and fill me for that last 100 shares. Look at that, 100 shares, $95. That feels real good, you know? It feels real good to get that buck a share on that last piece of this play. And I mean, the squeeze was sick. I wish I would have sold a little bit differently. There we go. It triggered. So I'm all out. I'm all out at that point, my last piece. And I really do wish that I would have held on to maybe 300 shares towards the end and sold maybe 200 at $6.95, and then held that last 100 for this big push that we're seeing here. That even in after hours, look, we set a new high already of 775. We're seeing these in the afternoon, guys. These bear traps, and they're working out real well. But they're very choppy. You got to give them a lot of room. So you have to watch that share size, because if the trade goes against you, the loss could be a little significant. All right, so there you have it, guys. That was my play today. What did you do? How did it go? Drop it in the comment sections below. Remember to hit the subscribe button. That notification bell requires a hit so you're alerted every single time I upload a video. And remember to check out today's upload on what ifs. Boy, I am glad that I took this trade and I'm not finishing the day thinking, what if I had gotten into ATOS in the afternoon? What if? Check out that video. It's going to be up here in the end tabs now. All right, give the video a like and I'll catch you on the next one.